another one like that. So it's gonna be another, picture set that we're gonna look at, but go ahead and open up your binders. We're gonna
like picture one.
It's fun. We're skipping the next one though, but we're gonna go to a better one. So go ahead and take out both week 14 and 15. So you're gonna see week 14 is called overdressed children.
Yeah.
That one's good, but the next one's better. And the next one is called Book and Dinosaur. That's the one I think we should do this week. So you're gonna take out both, but you're gonna put away week 14. We're skipping it. And then when you get to week 15. Oh yeah, and this pink page, yes, keep that pink page out. We want to keep that out. I'll borrow that for a second. So this one keep out. The rest of the stuff for week 14 can go away. I think there's a yellow page in there though too. Maybe we should put that one away somewhere. Week 14 we're not doing, but I want you to put away the yellow page and the pink page. So get those out. We're gonna put them in a new spot. These two. The rest of week 14 can go on your other binder. That makes sense? And then get week 15 out. I was gonna say week 15. Yellow and pink keep out, and week 15, and then put the rest of 14 away. That makes sense?
Yeah.
And you don't need any paper because you're going to use what they gave you. So don't worry about line paper. So these two need to stay out for a second.
So just put the week finished composition.
Yes, exactly. Except for the pink and yellow pages. Somebody noticed, I think it was Weston, look at this pink page. This is cool. You guys are going to be able to use this. This is going to help you. You know how you're always trying to think of a good LY adverb? Yes. So you've got a lot of good ones. And I see that Levi pointed out the box at the bottom, the imposters. Remember talking about those a while back? Yeah. Well, they have LY. That's why they're imposters. They have the LY. So you think they're going to be adverbs, but they're not. These are actually adjectives in the little box down here. Like chilly, friendly, ghastly, ghostly, holy, kingly, knightly, lonely, those words. They're describing a person or another noun. Like chilly, it's not the kind of chili you eat. It's like cold. It's like cold. So like if it's chilly outside, that's describing the day, which is a noun. That's why it's an imposter. It's not really an adverb, because remember, adverbs help verbs. CHILI.
LIE.
No, not IE. It's just an ILI. Yes, but not in that word though, actually.
Is it like not an English word?
No, it's still English, but you know how there's a lot of rules that we have to remember in English?
That break a lot.
Thank you. That break a lot. So even though it is a rule, it doesn't mean 100% of the time. And I don't know why. I can't even tell you why, but just know that, okay? But here, the rest of these words, though, use them for your dress ups right here. This big old long list. It'll help you, okay? Yeah. This yellow page, I want you to put this yellow page behind the tab that says model charts and outlines. Model charts and outlines. You should have other yellow pages in there. Back to your writing binder. Model charts and outlines tab. Stick it in there with the other yellow pages. When you open those, Weston, try to use the tabs on the top and the bottom, because when you start pulling on the rings, sometimes they bend, and then it'll never work right again for the rest of your life.
Why before, after, outside?
Yes, those are your, okay. Book and dinosaur, you guys got that out?
What?
So we need book and dinosaur and your pink page. That's what you should know about right now. Wait. Well, you can, not right now, but if you want to later, you can. But this was way better than the overdressed children one. I'm just saying. So this is the one we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Did you guys notice that at the bottom there's an X? That means you get to totally make up the ending to this story. You don't even have a picture to go off of. You have it in your head. But at the very tippy top of this page, I'm looking at this page with the book and the dinosaur, this one right here. I want you to put your question words at the top. You guys remember the question words? What are they? Who?
Who, what, where, why, when,
Where?
how.
Yes. Why? Put question marks after them, just like we did before on the 10th page. So at the very top. Who, what, when, where, why, when. Who, what, where, why, when. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How? Yes. And then we did put invisible. Why did we put invisible?
Because maybe there's something you can't see.
Yes. Maybe there's something you can't see in the picture
Just
right
like
here.
this one.
Well, yeah, especially that one.
So, yesterday, my dad showed me a magnetic force of polar. Where magnets don't stick together no matter
Oh,
how
yeah,
hard
the
you
opposite
try,
sides.
but the force is invisible. It's like you
Yeah.
can see through it. It's kind of weird.
Cool.
It's like,
Isn't that weird? I know, that's so weird. Do you guys know what he's talking about with magnets? Yeah, it's pretty
it's
cool.
so weird how like I do that with my really strong magnets. It's from like my magic set, but I'm like trying
You can never get it to touch.
I actually did
Oh,
once.
you did?
Yeah. So I used the wrong side of a Yeti thing, and it was so hard, but I got to touch, and then I let go and it went.
Oh. All right, so we're looking at these pictures today. And obviously, we're just gonna start with that first picture only, okay? Remember, each picture is a paragraph, but obviously we don't have a third picture. This is where later you can draw your ending if you want to right here, or you can just imagine it in your head, okay? What the ending is gonna be. So let's focus first on the first paragraph here. Let me start over. Who remembers what central fact is? What's the central fact? What do we look at? That's what's literally in the picture. Remember, that's where we start. So right next to the Roman numeral 1, you see where it says central fact. What do we see in the picture? Book, boy, anything else? Dinosaurs. Reading maybe. All right. So this is a boy, I think. It looks like a boy to me. But you can pretend that it's somebody different.
Like a girl with short hair.
If you want your character to be a girl, no, well, this is a boy. But I'm just saying, if you want in your story for it to be a girl, you can have it a girl. Does that make sense? It's up to you. So pick a name. Think of a name for your character.
A character named Camden went out and then visited all the dinosaurs.
Wait, hold on. You're getting too far ahead. Hold on. Hold your thought.
He's only
Think of a
looking at
name.
book.
Think of a name and put your name next to that central fact. If you change the name later, that's okay too. Just put down something for
I
today.
do not want to get chased by dinosaurs, so I'm not going to name it after me.
So next to Roman numeral 1.
But Camden.
Okay, you can use Camden.
How do you spell Philip?
Philip. Philip is Phil. Is it 2 L's? That doesn't look right, huh? Let me check.
Philip Johnny Bob.
But it might have 2 L's. Philip.
His first name is Philip, his second name is Johnny, and his last name is Bob.
It does. It has 2 L's, okay, Weston? Anyway, that's an interesting name. Philip.
And his name's Brock Purdy.
Say it again.
Brock Purdy.
Brock.
Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy.
Who is Brock Purdy?
He's the quarterback for the 49ers.
Oh, I should know that. Oh, no, I shouldn't because I don't like the 49ers. I'm just saying. Sorry. We're still friends. We're still friends.
He's root for the 49ers.
I like the Packers.
I like Josh Allen.
The Eagles are good.
Bills.
Oh, we got lots of teams in here. Okay, anyway.
Sadly likes to choose.
So you picked a name, and then we have book and dinosaur.
The Chiefs.
He's reading a book about dinosaurs, right?
Dinosaur.
The way I learned how to spell dinosaurs is I know that dino is short.
Yeah, that's what I did. I just
Dino.
put
Dino, that's fine.
And
And
then
then the AURS, you just have to remember that part. All right, now we've got 1 through 5. Remember, just like we did before. Let's go through some of these questions for you to come up with a good plot. I'm gonna
I
let,
want the answer too.
go ahead.
Philip.
Yeah, well, let's start with where. Where do you think Philip is?
Wyoming.
He's in San Francisco.
Wyoming.
I'm thinking more of like the building, like is it a library? Is it a bookstore? Is it his house?
He's in the
Is he at
He's in
school?
the pool underwater.
He's in Wyoming. He's in the pool underwater with horror pictures of the book.
I'm like, how is he doing that?
In mine, he's in the library, and then his mom
Then, like,
tells him
buildings for
we're
his
going
book.
to Dino Land, but he's reading a dino book right before, and he's like, "Oh, no,
Oh,
that's so dangerous! I can't go there." And then he
oh,
goes there and he meets all the.
oh. So pretend you don't know what's happening next.
on
It's just,
the
it's an innocent time, enjoyable time, just reading his book. We don't know about the action yet, right? We're just focusing on that first picture. So he could be at a museum.
Well, on his.
Do you need to
way.
throw that in the trash real quick?
He's at his house in
Where's that?
Wyoming. Actually, he's in
We
Yellowstone.
got something that's poking you
Yellowstone
back there.
National Park, looking at all the
He's
dinosaur
on a boat
fossils.
on his way to Wyoming.
Wyoming
I don't think you
is-
need a boat from here. to
I think
Wyoming.
you need an
No, a boat
airplane.
from here.
Oh, maybe airplane.
Yeah,
A train?
because Wyoming is actually not
on a
next to
cruise.
water.
True.
He's on
That's
a
good.
cruise to
Mexico.
Greenland.
Mexico, there you go. Greenland. Oh my gosh. That's a long trip. All right, so you should have something for number 1 here about where he is. So try to think about where he is. He's at the school library. Is he,
Does Greenland count as one word?
yeah,
I'm gonna put Yellowstone.
okay.
Because
Well, hold on, don't just put like the city. You gotta put like the building. Is he at home? in
no,
Yellowstone?
he's looking at where to find the fossils. So he's walking around looking for fossils, and he's looking in his book where to find them.
Oh, he already has this book, so he's,
No, maybe he's not.
well,
Should we-
is he in the forest?
Well,
I'm gonna say
there is no forest in Yellowstone.
I'm gonna say
Well,
the
Yellowstone
desert.
is a national forest.
So-
Uh-huh. Don't they have a lot of trees? in Yellowstone? Have you been there?
I've actually never been there, but I have been close to it.
I'm about.
It's in the mountains. It's like in the
There's
forest,
trees and bears and
mountains.
I
Yeah,
was born in Alabama.
I've never
so-
been there.
I'm
I've heard about it.
Alabama, so that was probably my closest to Wyoming.
It's different than Alabama, I'm pretty sure. I've never been to Alabama, but I think.
No, how about he's on a cruise to Hawaii?
So you can say Wyoming, that's fine, but he needs to either be outside with his book, or is he in a library, or
He's
in the
outside.
car,
He's
in the
outside.
plane?
I'm gonna put
He's
Yellowstone
on a
looking
cruise.
for fossil.
All right, and if you need more words for that line, actually, let's move down, and I see you have park, that's fine, you can just leave that for a second. You can come back and fill more in later.
Wait, but he has a lot.
He's at the library. Who is he with? Is he with a class or
No, he's just
his-
walking around by himself.
family?
So,
Well, he had to have a way to get there somehow, so.
He's about to be abducted by.
Maybe he's with his cousins or his
He's on
friends.
school field trips. Be abducted by-
So you're thinking of where, I'm gonna just write, you don't have to write this, this is just for you to know, okay? And who is with him? These are the questions we're asking right now, okay?
Didn't we already fill in one?
Yellowstone look fossils is what I put.
Didn't we already fill in one?
What did you put for 1?
Cruise to Hawaii.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
I put library, mom.
Library, mom.
Okay,
Dad.
okay, there you go.
How about
Instead of TO2, you could put, who's with him?
No, he's not in Dad. He's in Jeff. Yeah. the same
Oh yeah, you
Jeff.
can bring the camel back into the story if you
Yeah.
want.
His friend George
He's
Kittle
going
was
back
with
to the
him.
city in Jeff.
His friend George Kittle was with him.
You guys good? You got number 1 done, and then number 2, and that's okay if you spread it out like that. It doesn't have to be exactly like this. If you want to put where on number 1 and who on number 2, that's okay too. We're just putting down some notes basically,
With George
okay?
Kittle.
But let's think about why. Why is he reading this book?
Because he wants to know where to look for fossils.
He likes
Yes,
dinosaurs.
I like where your story's going. So remember, we're going through these questions up here. We're on why right
He
now.
likes dinosaurs.
He likes dinosaurs. He just wants to learn more about dinosaurs.
Mine is because his mom said that he has to go to the library.
And so he just picked a book. There you go. That's good.
So his mom said, bring a very, very good book back home, like a very, like Lord of the Rings, and he picked out a dino book that's very skinny. Like a baby
That
book.
sounds like something your mom probably would tell you, like, get a really good book. Make sure you bring home a really good one.
And then I'd go to the library and bring like a baby
When you
book
go
back.
to the library, do you always look for Waldo?
Yeah.
No.
Sometimes.
Waldo.
What?
If you find Waldo, you have to bring him to where you get books, and they'll give you like a lollipop.
Oh, and he's hidden somewhere in the library. That's
There's
kind
like
of
2 or 3 Waldos.
cool.
And if you go up to them and ask them for a clue, they usually give you a clue like what aisle they're in,
Oh,
or yeah, they'll tell you what.
that
aisle
sounds
they're
fun.
in.
Okay.
That's
I have to look really hard because they
Oh, yeah, Aslan, the
and they
lion.
tell you if he's up high, down low, or at your height.
Oh, all right, back to this, back to this. Okay, do we have a why? Why is he reading his book? Make sure you put something there for that. Why? Ava, what did you put for the why? He wants to learn more about dinosaurs. Good.
What should I put if he's trying to look for fossils in it?
Okay, hold on, but yours sounded like he was gonna go somewhere.
Yeah, his mom said, so library mom Jeff.
Okay,
And then his mom is about to tell him, so he's reading a book, and then on this line, his mom is gonna tell him, we're going to a dinosaur.
oh, okay, so maybe like learn more dinosaurs or something like that for number 2. He wants to learn more about dinosaurs. And Weston, you wanted to say he's looking for fossils.
Yeah.
But I would put like learn, because he's got to learn about the fossils first, right, in the book.
So he knows how to dig them up.
So learn about fossils. And then maybe he finds a map. That'd be cool. Somewhere where there's fossils or something. So we answered where and who, and we answered why. And then we can go invisible. Let's talk about invisible. Is there anything invisible that we can't see in the picture? Maybe other people? What do you think, Brady?
Maybe
really quiet walking fossil.
Like the bones of a dinosaur? That reminds me of
Night at the museum.
yes, Night at the Museum. We kind of talked about that before, I think, too. Anyway, yes. What else? What's invisible? Is he with a class? Is he with his whole family?
Oh, I have an
Right.
idea. How about dinosaurs creeping up behind him, and then
But they're not,
secretly
wait,
gets-
I don't think we should bring the dinosaurs in yet till the next
I
picture.
have a good idea. Like, how about
There could be a
giant-
statue behind him, maybe.
like a giant bones dinosaur comes up creeping behind him, and he has a laser ray gun with him, so he shoots the dinosaur with a laser ray gun.
I guess if you want to bring in one,
one.
but the next picture is where the action really takes place. But what was your idea, Camden? What's your idea?
My idea is for invisible, there's a scientist with dino DNA.
Ooh, that sounds like another movie I know. Yes, Jurassic Park. That's cool.
My grandma told me about it, but I've never watched it. I used to watch
It's scary.
I
Don't
used-
watch it yet. It's
I
scary.
used to watch like the little episodes of it where
I
they
don't like
like
it.
just try to
I mean,
attack
I
the
do. I know.
dinosaurs with like smoke.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we got, how many you got now? 3? 4? 3? Some of you have 4. So what else could we answer? Let's see. You already answered what's invisible.
When?
When? Is this at night? Is it a school day?
In the
Is
middle of the
it
night.
vacation?
It's 8522. That's the year.
Oh,
It's in the year 8522. Wow.
80.
it's future. Big time future.
And then
They
80.
probably don't even have books then.
Do you know what 80 stands for?
Yeah,
It's all
that's
digital.
what I was thinking of, like everything future is there's gonna be batteries that will never end.
Yeah,
And there's gonna
probably.
be like
About 20.
teleporting, maybe.
Probably no pens and
Or like,
pencils or
I
paper.
feel like Mario World almost like.
Oh,
Like that's what imagines my head when I think about you.
wow, interesting. You might be right.
I feel like
robots. What do you mean?
Ooh, yeah.
No.
Yeah, I think
he ran away from home.
Okay, you guys writing down your ideas?
I think like iRobot. I feel like
Oh, that's a
yeah,
that's a movie for grown-ups.
yeah.
Anyway.
The time is 104 o'clock.
So put when, like, when is it middle of the night? That's a good one. So maybe he has a flashlight.
Well,
Just looking
like,
at it, it's like
Like
really excited to read this.
Night at the museum.
Okay,
Well, like he broke.
keep writing stuff down so you don't forget.
Maybe he punched the glass and then he broke into the museum.
Just like with Camel Intent, I want you to just write down your ideas right now, but when you go to sit down and write your stories, if you change your mind, that's okay. We're just brainstorming today. Does that make sense? So if you don't have something written on all 1 through 5, that's okay. You can fill it in later, or if you don't need to fill it in, you already know what you're gonna put, you can just use what's in your head. Got it? Okay, so I'm not expecting you to have them all filled in. Later, if you want to fill it in, you have other ideas, you can fill it in. But now I want to move on to Roman numeral 2.
It's a
Let's
coloring book.
let's go on.
Wait, we didn't finish.
Oh,
But we didn't finish number 4.
I just explained that. I just explained that, Weston. So you don't have to finish it today. Later, when you're thinking about your story, you can either use what's just in your head or finish writing down your notes. These are just notes to help you remember. Does that make sense?
It's
Yeah.
a coloring
Okay.
book. And once you color
So
it in,
The key to remember, though, for everybody is to use these questions. Just use those questions to help you come up with a plot, right? That's how we decide how this is gonna go. All right, so looking at the second picture, this is where the adventure
No,
begins.
that's exactly.
The central fact, remember what that is?
Yeah,
What-
it is coloring the picture.
It's what is literally happening in the picture. So who wants to tell me what the central fact
I know.
of the second picture is,
Okay,
Weston?
dinosaurs start popping out of his book.
Dinosaurs start popping out of his book, and I see 3 of them there. So we can put 3 dinos pop out. And then maybe draw a little,
Fact. Do you just put
Book.
that on central fact?
that's a book, in case you wondered. Yes, this is next to Roman numeral 2, next to central fact, yes.
My idea is that there's a portal opening and out of the book and then done.
So now we gotta go through our questions. How? Let's go to how. How did they come out of the book? Did they jump out? Did they crawl out? Did they run out?
They exploded out.
Exploded out? I see kind of like smoke around it.
Yes.
Yes, you can. So think about for number 1, how did they come out? Exploded, ran, crawled out, maybe they creeped out.
I have the biggest, most best idea. How about he opened a page where there's like this portal on one side and grassland on the other, and then dinosaurs just start crawling out the portal.
I like that portal. That's cool. That's a cool idea.
And then he picks up the book and the portal falls out and he throws the book in the portal.
The book was made by Daniel.
All right, let's go back to this one.
Kindle.
Let's think about why.
The book was made by Kindle.
Why are they coming out of the book?
Because there's a portal.
And he said.
Well, what do they want? Why are they coming out?
Because
Are
they
they-
want to eat him.
Oh,
Because they've been trapped in there forever.
oh.
Because Gandalf put them in and said, "You shall not pass."
That's a good one. I like that. Write it down before you forget. Just put
And
down
then
some
why didn't
keywords for yourself.
And then why didn't
So
he just
next
leave
to
it
this one, you're gonna write 3 dinos pop out. And then tell how they came out and why. So 1 is showing how. I'm just gonna put the questions here, just so you know what to write here. This is how it came out. They ran out, they jumped out. why, you're gonna think about why. Are they hungry? Are they bored? Do they want to eat? Poor Philip?
Well,
I put Gandalf made book.
this is in his imagination in my book.
Ooh, okay, so that's a good idea.
He never, when his mom said, we're flying to a dino park, in his imagination, things popped out, and then right after that, mom said, okay, it's time to go. And then they actually go to a dino park, and it's much scarier than.
Ah, that's a good one. I like that. If you guys, I see your hand, hold on just a second. If you guys want to make this like a dream, don't say that till the very end because it makes it so much more interesting to read. If you wait for the punchline, like it was all a dream, keep that at the very last paragraph, okay? But that's a good idea if you like that. What were you gonna say, Brady?
I think they put out because they want to take over and want revenge.
Ooh,
Because-
okay.
Eat the whole planet.
Because,
Eat the whole planet?
no, it's
Yeah.
because, no, it's because.
They'll eat the earth and then they'll eat you. And then they'll eat the sun.
The evil. No,
That
the
sounds like a
evil,
alien
the
movie.
evil wizard said, you shall pass, and then all of them come down.
All right, so we got the why. You guys good? You got some stuff there for 1 and 2. Why they're coming out. What is the boy or girl in your story thinking? Look at the face there. What do you think he's thinking?
He's tired.
He's tired. I don't see that. If you want him to be daydreaming, keep that to the end so that nobody
Well,
knows.
he daydreams,
He's stressed.
and they keep it a secret until the end of the book. They keep
Oh,
it a
yeah?
secret that they're actually going to Jurassic Park, and that was
It's
way
a good word,
scarier
panic.
than
If
his
you want to use that
daydream.
one. Ah,
Can
keep
I-
it at the end. Yes, yes. Here's a good word, panicked. He panicked. He screamed. This is also a good strong verb.
Mine, stressed out much.
Stressed out much. Okay, good. So he looks like he was surprised or like it scared him, right? He's jumping back. So you could even put jump back because it looks like that's what he's doing. His knees are up and he's like, oh,
I put
karate move.
on the Y. I put eat poor Philip.
Oh gosh. Well, don't let him get eaten too soon. We got to let it,
Yeah,
the suspense. So don't give it away too soon. That was what he was thinking, right? How about invisible? Are there more than these 3 dinosaurs coming out? Is it like a whole herd of dinosaurs?
I have a good idea. Like, there's like invisible dinosaurs just crawl out of the book, make a surrounding, then come be
Oh.
invisible, and then he has to try and run away, and then he grabs a netherite sword from his pocket from my
Sleigh.
Oh, sleigh. And they just disappear.
Strength and self-touch.
Yeah, the book chanted with everything you can.
To Jurassic Park.
It was just
Ah.
everything is possible.
I have an idea. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Have you guys seen or heard about Jumanji?
Yes.
That's
Maybe-
what
It could be a game, right? That
Yeah,
all of a
that's what I
sudden
was
he's maybe that happens in the 3rd picture. He gets sucked into the book. The dinosaurs come out, but then he gets sucked into the book somehow.
He doesn't hit sucked into the book. His mom puts an airplane and then he correctly lands on a dino park.
We're gonna stop with the Roman numeral 2. If you have some blanks there, don't worry, you can fill this in later. Go on to Roman numeral 3. Now this is where we don't have a picture. So this is where you're gonna have to imagine the ending.
I'm gonna put invisible, 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 invisible.
That's not fun to read. You gotta have sentences in there eventually. But let's see, what could happen at the end? Do you like the idea of getting sucked into the book? Like maybe
I'm gonna
get through the
I'm
portal?
gonna put daydream. Wake
Daydream.
up terrified.
Yes, he could be like sweating in his bed. Put that like, yeah, at the very end.
There's a big portal.
And maybe, Weston, you want to keep that to like the very last sentence.
But I want something to like go good at the end.
Oh, okay. I get that. I like your thinking.
and then he wakes up and he's like, oh, it's just a dream.
So next to Roman numeral 3, this is where you're using your imagination. What happens at the end? Later, if you want to draw it in there, you can.
No.
Or if you want to draw it right now, a quick
No.
one.
No, in my book, he's gonna be playing airsoft.
Something in the photo.
He's gonna like grab an airsoft gun from the sky and just be.
All right. And then for your homework, you're gonna finish thinking of your story. Hang on, guys, listen for a second. Make sure you use all of your question words at the top here as you're going through all of your numbers on your outline. These are just your notes, okay? This is just so that you can get ideas down on paper. That helps a lot. And then when you go to write it, don't forget each picture is a paragraph. Okay, so the first picture is paragraph 1. The second picture is paragraph 2. Don't go ahead. That's how we tell a story. We kind of have to build it up, right? We don't want to just tell everything all at once because then it's done. It's over.
No, when his mom says he's going to a dino park, he imagines an airplane crashing, and then he gets in the car and he falls asleep and does all that, and then when he wakes up, all it was just like this little cardboard thing that looks like a dinosaur, and he was just like,
Oh no! Yeah,
Or even better.
don't give it away till the end though. That's a good one. I like
Even
it.
better. So
Oh.
on YouTube, you can watch something called Flying Cars, and it's live.
Don't put it away yet. Hold on, we're not done yet. Hold on.
There's such thing as flying cars.
Get out your checklist. Whoa, Weston, whoa. We have a new dress up word. www.asia. No hating, it's all good. www.asia clause. A quality adjective, good question, is a word that describes a noun instead of just a boring one, like the dinosaurs could be like giant instead of big, right? Because we use big a lot. So you think of ginormous or huge or gigantic to describe the dinosaurs, that would be an example, okay? Levi.
Is there no .b because clauses are.
Yes,
Or
yes, I was
humongous.
gonna just say that. So in our grammar book, we have www.asia.b. But on our dress ups, it's just www.asia because we already have a because clause on here on your list. So at the very bottom in this blank spot, let's write these out. Who remembers what the 3 W's are?
When,
When,
where,
while,
when, where.
where. Go ahead and write these down in the blank
I
spot.
know the age, I know all the ages, I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna put the Asia part over here. ASIA.
Okay.
When, while, where, as, since, if,
although.
yes, woo! Write this down below in that blank spot on your paper here. So all you have to do is come up with a sentence with one of these words. It doesn't have to start with that word. It can be anywhere in the sentence, okay? So like the dinosaurs were, let's see, how can we make a sentence? Hang on. While the dinosaurs were crawling out of the book, Philip was screaming at the top of his lungs. But it could be in the middle of the sentence. It doesn't have to be at the beginning. Does anybody else have a sentence using one of these words?
Question.
Yeah,
Can I also use that as a because for my Asia clause on this?
no, because you have, it's a separate clause, because you're gonna have a because clause anyway. Brady?
Although the Triceratops are herbivores, they ate the scientists.
I like that. That's a good one.
Yeah.
He was as quiet as
A mouse.
a mouse. That's what I was thinking too. So it doesn't have to be in the beginning of the sentence, it could be in the middle of the sentence. Use one of these words in each paragraph. Does that make sense? Oh, one more thing. And make sure you guys are underlining your dress up words. Some of you are forgetting, you have to have all of them in each paragraph. Make sure you underline those. And make sure you put a box or highlight the topic clinchers. Any questions about the checklist or anything?
No.
All right, so you're gonna do all 3 paragraphs because it'll be a fun one.
Okay.
And then we'll
so-
share it next week. So try to get it done next week.
The branch popped out and it says, no,